Hello friends. So today I'll be discussing about Alzheimer's disease. So Alzheimer's disease basically it is a kind of neurodegenerative disorder. Okay. It is a neurodegenerative disorder. Neurodegenerative disorder means there is a degeneration of neuron. That's why we call it as neurodegenerative disorder. Since neurons are being degenerated, what will happen? It will mainly affect the brain. Okay, so basically in this problem brain shrinks. Okay, there will be decreased size of the brain, or you can say the weight of the brain will be reduced over here. Now Alzheimer's disease is the most common cause of dementia in the elderly person. Okay, it leads to dementia basically in elderly people, and the condition occurs after fifth decade of life. After fifth decade of life. Okay, and it is a kind of progressive disorder. Okay, this is very much important. Progressive disorder. That means once degeneration of the neuron is been initiated, it will be progressively increasing. The degeneration will be progressively increasing. Okay, the exact cause of this problem is not known as such, but there are some etiologies which mainly includes positive family history. That means it is a kind of familial problem also. If your parents or any of your relatives is are been were been infected by Alzheimer's disease, then that particular person is more likely to get affected by this problem, or you can say may occur this problem. Is some kind of genetic predisposition is been shown over here. Okay, and mainly there is some few important factors that leads to Alzheimer's disease is there is a deposition of A beta amyloid, deposition of A beta amyloid, which is mainly derived from APP protein, that is amyloid precursor protein. APP, that is amyloid precursor protein, from where A beta amyloid are being produced, and these beta amyloid will aggregate. Okay, then that aggregate lead to the formation of senile plaques. Okay, senile plaques. Senile means something related to old age. Okay, so these plaques mainly occurs in old age people. That's why we call them as senile plaque, which mainly happens in Alzheimer's disease. Apart from senile plaque formation, other problem encountered over here are neurofibrillary entangles. Neurofibrillary tangles. Apart from this, there will be loss of neurons. Okay, loss of neurons, particularly your cholinergic neurons. Okay, now this is about your Alzheimer's disease. It is a kind of neurodegenerative disorder where the brain actually reduces in the size. Mainly dementia is the main symptoms you can see over here, and it is a problem of elderly person. Means it mainly occurs after fifth decade of life. Means after 50 years this problem may occur. Okay, so it is mainly a problem of old age people, and it is a progressive disorder. Means there will be progressively degeneration of neuron. Okay, and the three important factors that mainly occurs in Alzheimer's disease are senile plaques, neurofibrillary tangles, and loss of neurons. And all these things are we'll see one by one in the future lectures. Okay, now next we'll see about the various symptoms produced. Okay, the most important symptom will be your memory loss. Okay, in symptoms the most important, or you can say the main symptom, will be your memory loss. And apart from memory loss, confusion. Okay, memory loss and confusion are the main symptoms over here in your Alzheimer's disease. Apart from this, we have there might be some kind of cognitive impairment also. Okay, so we can write it as a cognitive symptoms. Okay, cognitive symptoms, which mainly includes difficulty in thinking. There will be thinking difficulty, and also difficulty in understanding. There will be some kind of delusion, disorientation, hallucination, forgetfulness. Apart from this, inability to create new memories, to which we get call retrograde amnesia. Retrograde amnesia occurs. Sorry, not retrograde, anterograde. Anterograde amnesia occurs where the person will be unable to create new memories, and inability to perform your simple mathematics, and inability to recognize common things. So these all are cognitive problems encountered over here. Apart from this, some behavioral symptoms are also been found, which mainly includes aggression, agitation, then difficulty with self-care, irritability. Apart from this, meaningless repetition of the words, personality changes will be there. This mainly occurs because there will be degeneration of the neuron in the frontal cortex. Okay, so frontal cortex is the main area where personality development is been related thing. There will be restlessness. Apart from this, loneliness and all those things. Some symptoms related to moods also you can see, like there will be anger, apathy, and mood swings also been seen. Obviously these things may happen because the person is unable to recall anything. Very simple things he is unable to recall. Suppose that old age person has left his glasses and he is unable to find the glasses, his house keys, and he'll be developing so much loss of memory, and immediate loss of memory you can say. Okay, and apart from this, how this thing progresses. Now these all are as such the symptoms of your Alzheimer's disease, but how as such these symptoms progresses. Initially there won't be any symptoms as such. Okay, initially there won't be any symptoms. Suppose this is the initial stage. Okay, just now the person has started developing the Alzheimer's disease, and initially there won't be any symptom. Okay, no symptoms as such. Okay, and slowly as the disease progresses, means as slowly as the neurons degeneration initiates, there will be first of all short term memory loss. Okay, or you can say anterograde amnesia. Okay, now suppose any a person who is suffering from Alzheimer's disease is listening to my lecture. After completion of my lecture, he'll forget that what has he has listened, or he will be unable to record even a single thing about this lecture. Okay, that is anterograde amnesia. And anterograde amnesia means short term memory loss. The things which is happening just immediately he'll be unable to recall. Okay, the retrograde amnesia does not happen. So retrograde amnesia means long term, means the things that has happened nearly 15 to 20 years back, that thing will be normal initially. Okay, initially there will be just anterograde amnesia, means it will be short term memory loss. The things he is unable to recall, that what he had eaten in the breakfast, what he to whom he spoke last night, he will be unable to record these things. But the things that had happened 10 to 15 years back, 10 to 15 years ago, he will be able to recognize or remember those things, but the immediate things he'll be unable to recall. Okay, so initial symptom will be, there will be anterograde amnesia. Okay, apart from this, slowly the motor function also loses. Motor functions lost, means he'll be unable to eat properly. He require continuously a nurse or an attender with him, because apart from anterograde amnesia, motor function also been loses. Next to it, even there will be forgetfulness of your language. Okay, he'll be unable to communicate properly. Language problem means he'll forget the language even. Okay, next to it, there will be a long term memory loss, or you can say retrograde amnesia occurs. Okay, after this, disorientation occurs. Disorientation means the person may leave the home and he'll unable to come back to the home. Okay, he'll get lost somewhere. Okay, and apart from this, there will be, lastly there will be bedridden. Bedridden means the entire motor function will be lost, and he'll unable to perform his normal activity. Okay, he'll be bedridden. He does not know what he requires. Even if he'll be feeling thirsty, he'll be unable to say that he is feeling thirsty, because of which the person will be suffering from dehydration. Okay, and apart from this, some kind of infection may also occur, such as pneumonia has been seen. Okay, so this is about the various symptoms that occurs in Alzheimer's disease. Okay, so Alzheimer's disease mainly occurs, or mainly initiates, the degeneration mainly initiates from the hippocampus. Okay, suppose this is your brain, your midbrain, pons, medulla, cerebellum. So it mainly starts from the hippocampus. The degeneration mainly starts from the hippocampus, and then it just like centrifuge outside. Okay, and it mainly affect the cerebral cortex. Okay, so since it starts from the hippocampus, initially the anterograde amnesia occurs. Okay, because hippocampus is just like a window for recalling the immediate things, and because hippocampus is the main focus, the main the seed from where the roots and plant will grow later on. So this is the main area from where degeneration initiates, and then it slowly affect the frontal cortex, and then slowly the entire cerebral cortex. Okay, so because of this reason, there will be stepwise symptoms occur. First of all, anterograde amnesia occur. Later on, the motor function are been lost, then language will be lost, the entire personality will be affected. Okay, see, this is the frontal cortex, which has got in charge of development of personality. Okay, whatever your personality is, which is mainly done because of the frontal cortex. But here the neurons of the frontal cortex are been affected, because of which personality changes. You are unable to perform some kind of executive things, or decision making will be a kind of great problem. Okay, so this is a small introduction regarding Alzheimer's disease. Next, the pathogenesis of the Alzheimer's disease I'll be discussing in my next video. Thank you.